Hi, my name is Shane Richard. We're here at Wayne's Barbershop with Wayne, the owner. I will be doing a skin fade on him and textured top. And my Instagram is Shane the Barber WBS. And our barbershop Instagram is Wayne's Barbershop. Are you ready?
Yes.
Caping a client, we don't use neck strips here at Wayne's Barbershop. We use a neck towel because after every haircut, you do a hot lather shave on the back of their neck. But the whole point of caping somebody correctly is protecting their skin from the cape. So what I do is I hold the towel there and bring the cape up just like that. Put that down and we're ready to go. We're gonna start by wetting the hair. What we're doing really is looking at cowlicks, we're looking at abrasions, we're looking for lice, we're looking for all that stuff as barbers. You have to, because a clean shop is a good shop. I think standards have gone down with cleanliness, I've seen, and that's one of the biggest things you should know is being clean. Spray your clippers, barbicide, everything. So we're gonna start by sectioning his hair out. Right about above the temples here. See that? And you see how his cowlick, his hair naturally wants, you don't want to go when you're parting hair like that at the crown, it doesn't naturally go that way. You want to see how it naturally flows. So his hair is going to naturally comb that way. Get some of that out. Just like that. It's not perfect. But that's how his hair naturally wants to go. With his haircut, you're going to want to keep it square. Now, square as in not round. If you go up too high with a fade, it starts to go into the top. And what we're doing by sectioning it is saving the top for last. Now with all my skin fades, I use metal attachments and a classic 76. For two reasons. I was taught that way by my older brother. He was taught that way by the older generation of barbers. And they cut cleaner, they're cleaner than plastic. You can clean them better too. I don't really, when I see people use plastic, they cut and they throw them all over their station. And it's like, do you do that with your combs too? You have to use barbicide. Like I said, you have to be clean. So with my fade, I do it 2-1 skin. That's the easiest layout, I feel. All right, number 2. Now, when I go up, I'm blending already. I'm not gonna try to make until my skin line, I try to make all my lines easy to blend out. So what I'm doing is I am creating a line, but it's a softer line. And I'm gonna dip this down a little bit. We're gonna give him some texture in the back. So I'm gonna go, you barely see it, just gonna go just like that. But I'm creating softer lines, so later on in the haircut, it's not going to be so difficult to buff my lines out. Because you don't want to create more work for yourself. You want the haircuts to be easy, very good. You can be quick. People are doing fades faster and faster nowadays, and it's got me interested. And this is the way I'm going to do them from now on. And just like that, we have a soft 2 line that we can easily buff out with scissors, texturizing shears, or flipper over comb. Clean your clippers. And now I will go in with my number 1. And I'd say 1/2 inch underneath that. But you see, I can create hard lines like that, but I try to have a soft touch when I apply pressure to the head, because you want your client to be comfortable, and a comfortable client makes everything easier. And you see how we are dipping it down. And I will use my mirrors to their full extent, and I'll use the other mirrors across from the head to get my lines perfect, because you want them symmetrical, so your fade is symmetrical. We're dipping this down a little bit. And we'll come around here, see what we got, and we'll just match it up. And that's the number 1 clip, the number 1, and that's our soft 2. Now I'm going to make my skin line with my trimmers, my skeleton trimmers. Skeleton trimmers, I trimmed that part off my trimmer to expose pretty much this, the screw and these, so I can tighten them, loosen them. If I didn't do that, I'd have to take it off, and it just saves time. I think it's easier to clean too. Alright, now underneath that, like a half an inch. Now this line's going to be the hardest line to buff out, because I'm not opposed to the other clips. I was going more like that. This one, I am doing it like this because, one, his hair is a little lighter. Two, it's dark, but you know, the gray makes it lighter, so you want that skin line to be pronounced so you can see it. You might miss it later on. Just like that. Dipping it down. We have a little shape to this fade. It's not just a straight across fade. And when I come down in the back here, you'll notice right here, it's a shorter distance from the 1 than back here. I dip this down. There's more hair back here going towards the occipital bone. You see how much room I'm leaving? Because leaving that room gives it more of a fade look, and it will keep a drop to it. And I'll leave this hair there until the end. And I'll shave that with Easy Blade. Alright, we got all of our steps done here. Now you want to use a baby brush. Brand new baby brush here. Brush that out. We're going to start on the 2 line. So with clips, it goes the number 2, the 1.5 to the 1A. With the 2 line, I'm going to skip the 1.5. I'm going to go straight to the 1A, because like I said, fades nowadays are quick. I think they were put on a pedestal for a long time. People were taking 45 minutes to an hour on a fade. I don't think that's going to be the case in a few years now. I'm seeing more and more barbers do quick fades. So you want your fades to be tight, clean. They just have to look good. So I'm skipping a step, and with that, the hair's coming down that way, so I'm going to go right at the hair. You don't have to use the whole clip. You can use the corners of the clip. You see that? Buffing right into that weight line there. We're not even going to have to use the 1.5. Go right around the head. Soft, not too much pressure. Maybe right at the line or just above the line that you're trying to buff out, use a little more pressure. But once you start fading up into it, you're gonna change the pressure that you're putting on the head, because I think the more pressure you're gonna put on, the closer it's gonna get. It's kind of like stretching the skin when you're shaving. So, light pressure. 1A, buffing right into it too. And you're always going to go back and fix your fades up. Right now, this is the beginning stages of a fade. You have to be careful, but I feel like I always have time. Even after I'm done styling the hair, I go back and touch some stuff up to a fade. Now, I'm going to use my cordless seniors to buff out the skin line. So just like skipping the 1.5 with the classic 76, you have open, you have closed. I'm going to go right in the middle. See that? And that's how I'm going to attack this line. And just like I did with the 76, you're not going to use the whole clipper, just the corners. You're going to keep your pressure the same throughout the hair. Now I closed my clipper to just hit that bottom line. You pretty much have a fade done. Now I was just tweaking little things. Opening it up all the way. Closing it. You won't get this by tomorrow. This is practice, going over steps, but a lot of practice. Don't feel like if you're fading and you're not getting it right away, don't give up on it. It takes years and years of experience. Wayne, my brother's been cutting for over 25 years and he still learns to this day. If you're done learning in the barber industry, there's no hope for you. You can't not learn in the barber industry. It's impossible. So just like the other side, going with the half, just like this. Using the corner, and when I'm going this way, I'm fading with this corner so I can see what's going that way. I'm using this corner. I'm focused right there. I'm not using this corner going down that way because I can't see what I'm fading. I always look at this corner of the clipper so I know where I'm going. Go to the bottom like that, open it up all the way. Now just get that bottom line out. You close your clipper. Your skin's very soft, Wayne. Did you use lotion today? Baby smooth. Like baby cheeks. Organic skin, baby. Nah, don't crinkle like that, bro. You're gonna mess my fade up.
Sorry.
So, and some sides are harder to fade than others. With his hair, he's got a little salt and pepper action going on. So, you have to really be careful on what you do. Keeping it square. Now we'll go right back to the occipital bone. Same deal. I'm gonna go right there. Open. Skin. Now, I'm going to spray it down again. Just like that. And you see that weight line right there. We're going to do some scissor over comb. No thinning shears, I think, today. Last time I used thinning shears on it, I can tell I used thinning shears on it last time because I see some pokies. So it's growing out and there's some hair poking out. So I used thinning shears. So I'm just going to go in with regular shears. I like this comb because it gives natural texture because the teeth are wider. I'm going to try as hard as possible to keep your blade still. And while I'm doing this, I'm not going into the head. I'm coming out just like that, or up. Go up. And after every time, I comb it to see what it looks like. We're all artists in this industry, and it's art. That's why I think I fell in love with it. Just doing it this way. I learned a lot of scissor techniques from Wayne. He's the one who really taught me. I did that. That's Ben Affleck as Batman from Batman vs. Superman. That's Kimbo Slice. He used to punch people in their faces, lay them out, cold, ice cold, freezer cold, colder than December. Kimbo. Boom. To cut the top. Wet it down. On the back, see what we got. I'm going to make a guideline right down Yahweh here, right down the middle. Kind of like a mini mohawk. Take your guide from the back right here where I just cut. Right there. Right there. Now, comb all this back. Start taking some of the guide right there. You want to see your guide through the hair. Right there. And get to cutting. Just like that. Bring all this up. Try not to lose your guideline. It's a traveling guideline. Done with that side. Take some of the guideline here. Just like that. This up. Now, a big part of this is cross-checking. So you see, I took my angles just like this. Now, in front, just to see if everything's good. Now we're going to use the Easy Blade straight razor, Easy Blade blade here. New blade every time on every client. You don't use the same blade on different clients because, for one, that's gross and it's illegal. And you have to dispose of razors the right way too. Alright, now that we got the blade in there, we will apply Easy Blade shave gel. What I like about Easy Blade shave gel, you don't have to use water or hot lather or anything. You just apply it. Sometimes I'll let it sit while I do something else, but you really get a really clean shave from Easy Blade. It's the best shave gel around. Not that much. Get it in your hands. I like to warm it up a little bit. Just a little bit, you know. Right in there. Massage it in. How's that feel, sir?
Great. Smells good too.
Yes, it does. The smell is fantastic. It smells like key lime pie. Stretch the skin, always. What I like to do is make a light line above the hair you need to shave. So you don't, well, it's not really a light line, I'm using light pressure. I'm using light pressure above what I have to shave so I don't create a line. So it's kind of like I'm fading with a straight razor, which is possible. Alright, this is the finished product of my skin fade today. See, I dropped it down. So we're going to grow out some more hair in here so we can get that a little messy. Instead of just going straight across with the high skin fade, give it a little more of a casual civilian look, I think. You know, if straight across is like a military look, I'd say. But, yep, it's the finished product. My name is Shane Richard. Shane the Barber WBS. We're here at Wayne's Barbershop with Easy Blade. And, yeah.